Once upon a time, in a small, picturesque village nestled at the base of a majestic mountain range, there lived a revered sage named Ananda. Ananda was known far and wide for his profound wisdom, boundless compassion, and his extraordinary ability to bring serenity to troubled hearts. He had dedicated his life to the mastery of the art of inner peace, understanding that attachment and clinging were the root causes of human suffering. Ananda's journey towards enlightenment began in his early childhood. He was born and raised in this serene village, which was an oasis of calm amidst the chaos of the bustling world beyond. Despite the external tranquility, Ananda always felt a deep curiosity about the workings of the human mind and the nature of existence itself. One crisp morning, as Ananda sat beneath a sprawling banyan tree, he observed a single dewdrop glistening in the early sunlight. Its delicate shimmer fascinated him, and he found himself pondering the ephemeral nature of all things. It was a profound moment of realization. Ananda realized that, like that dewdrop, all things in life were transient and impermanent. Inspired by this profound insight, Ananda decided to embark on a pilgrimage to study under the guidance of a renowned sage named Guru Prakash. Guru Prakash lived in a humble hermitage high up in the mountains, far away from the distractions of the world. When Ananda reached Guru Prakash's hermitage, he was welcomed by the sage, who was seated in deep meditation amidst the pristine beauty of the mountains. With deep reverence, Ananda expressed his desire to learn the art of inner peace and letting go. Guru Prakash smiled warmly and welcomed Ananda into his care. For years, Ananda immersed himself in rigorous training, studying the ancient teachings of wisdom and practicing meditation diligently under Guru Prakash's guidance. Ananda learned to observe his thoughts without judgment, to detach himself from the ceaseless stream of desires and attachments that tormented the human mind. He became adept at finding serenity within, even in the face of life's storms. But like Koji before him, he had to ask Guru Prakash, "Master, I have learned much about letting go, but I struggle to apply this wisdom in my daily life. How can I truly master the art of letting go?" Guru Prakash looked deep into Ananda's eyes, his voice filled with compassion, and said, "My dear disciple, true mastery lies not only in the practice of meditation, but in the integration of its principles into every aspect of your life. Letting go is not a one-time event, but a continuous practice. It is like tending to a garden. You must cultivate it daily." Ananda absorbed these words, realizing that he must bring the essence of his practice into his interactions with others. He began to approach each encounter with a sense of detachment, letting go of expectations and preconceived notions. He listened deeply and responded authentically, without clinging to the need for validation or approval. Word of Ananda's transformation quickly spread, and people from all walks of life sought his guidance. They came to him burdened by grief, fear, and anger, seeking solace and understanding. With his serene presence and profound wisdom, Ananda helped them navigate the challenges of life and find peace within themselves. One day, a grieving widow named Sita approached Ananda, tears streaming down her face. She had recently lost her husband, and the weight of her grief seemed unbearable. Ananda sat with Sita in silence, allowing her to pour out her sorrow without interruption. He listened with an open heart, holding a space of compassion for her pain. After some time, Sita looked up at Ananda and asked, "Master, how can I let go of this pain? How can I find peace amidst this overwhelming grief?" Ananda smiled gently and said, "Dear Sita, the pain you feel is a natural response to loss. It is important to honor your emotions and allow them to flow freely. But remember, pain is not eternal. It is impermanent, like all things in life. By fully experiencing and embracing your grief, you can find the strength to let go and discover inner peace." Over time, Sita began to practice the art of letting go. She learned to accept her pain without resistance, acknowledging it as an integral part of her healing journey. Slowly but steadily, Sita found solace in the impermanence of her emotions, understanding that they would come and go like passing clouds in the sky. As word of Ananda's teachings continued to spread, people began flocking to his serene hermitage, seeking enlightenment and inner peace. Ananda's presence became a source of inspiration, and his teachings resonated deeply with those who were ready to embark on the path of letting go. Years turned into decades, and Ananda grew older. His hair turned silver, and his face lined with the wisdom of countless experiences. He had become a true embodiment of the art of letting go, radiating peace and serenity wherever he went. One day, as Ananda sat beneath a blossoming cherry tree, his eyes closed in deep meditation, he felt a profound sense of fulfillment. He had dedicated his life to helping others find inner peace, and his efforts had borne fruit. The village had transformed into a harmonious community where people lived with gratitude, acceptance, and love. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow upon the world, Ananda took a deep breath and whispered softly to himself, "Mastering the art of letting go brings us the freedom to embrace life fully. In detachment, we find liberation, and in impermanence, we find the beauty of existence." The years passed, and Ananda's reputation as a wise and compassionate sage continued to grow. People traveled from distant lands to seek his guidance and learn from his teachings. Ananda's humble hermitage had become a sanctuary, attracting seekers of truth and inner peace from all corners of the world. One day, a young man named Ravi arrived at the hermitage. He had heard of Ananda's wisdom and had traveled a great distance to seek his guidance. Ravi was burdened by a heavy heart, consumed by regret and guilt over past actions that had caused harm to others. He yearned for forgiveness and a way to let go of his past mistakes. Ananda greeted Ravi with a warm smile and invited him to sit. Without uttering a word, he sensed the turmoil that weighed upon the young man's soul. Ananda began to speak softly. "Ravi, the past cannot be changed, and regret will not undo what has been done. But through the practice of letting go, you can find a path to redemption and healing." Ravi listened intently, his eyes fixed on Ananda's serene face. He longed for a way to release the burden that had plagued him for so long. Ananda continued, "To truly let go, you must first acknowledge the pain you have caused. It takes courage to face the consequences of our actions and take responsibility for them." With tears streaming down his face, Ravi confessed his transgressions and shared the depths of his remorse. Ananda listened with deep compassion, offering no judgment or condemnation. He reminded Ravi that forgiveness, both from others and oneself, could only be achieved through sincere remorse and a commitment to change. Ananda then guided Ravi through a meditation, helping him cultivate self-compassion and acceptance. Ravi learned to observe his thoughts without clinging to the guilt and regret that arose. He discovered that by acknowledging his past actions and accepting them as part of his journey, he could begin to let go of their grip on his present. Days turned into weeks, and Ravi remained under Ananda's guidance, diligently practicing the art of letting go. Slowly but surely, the weight of his guilt began to lift, replaced by a newfound sense of peace and self-forgiveness. Ananda reminded him that true liberation lay not in erasing the past, but in learning from it and using it as a catalyst for personal growth. Emboldened by his progress, Ravi decided to embark on a journey to seek forgiveness from those he had harmed. With Ananda's blessings and guidance, he traveled to distant villages, humbly seeking reconciliation and offering amends. Wherever he went, some were hesitant to forgive, while others welcomed him with open arms. Ravi understood that forgiveness was not guaranteed, but he was committed to making amends and honoring the process. Throughout his journey, Ravi encountered diverse individuals who carried their own burdens of pain and suffering. He shared Ananda's teachings of letting go, offering solace and guidance to those in need. Through his actions, Ravi exemplified the transformative power of forgiveness and the practice of releasing attachment to the past. Upon his return to the hermitage, Ravi knelt before Ananda, tears of gratitude streaming down his face. "Master," he whispered, "you have shown me the way to redemption and inner peace. I am forever grateful for your guidance." Ananda smiled, placing a hand gently on Ravi's shoulder. "It was you who found the strength within yourself, Ravi. I am merely a guide. Remember, the art of letting go is a lifelong journey. It is not a destination but a constant practice, requiring patience, resilience, and compassion." Years passed, and Ananda continued to serve, offering the gift of letting go and guiding others toward the boundless depths of inner peace. The story of Ananda, the sage who mastered the art of letting go, serves as a testament to the transformative power of releasing attachments and finding peace within oneself.